Hello Internet, and welcome to my review for Boruto Naruto Next Generations, episode 104. We last left off, we finished the Jugo arc with a perfectly fine episode. Wasn't the best for an arc that wasn't the best. The best part, of course, was Tosuke getting one-shot by Jugo. But it ended with Sumire deciding to join the Scientific Ninja Tools Division, and Tosuke being captured by Karin and Tsubigetsu and Jugo to be hauled back to Orochimaru. Who knows what Orochimaru is going to do with him at some point in the distant future. But yeah, that's what happened last week. So anyway, this week, something completely different. So Team 7 is tracking down this jewel thief who, vanishes in the middle of an alley. That's not important, though. The important thing is, they find an abandoned cat. And because neither Boruto nor Sarada can take it home, Mitsuki gets to be the one to take it home, and we are treated to the best episode Boruto has ever given us. Move over, Momoshiki fight. Mikazuki is where it's at, okay? So, the first scene after Mitsuki takes it home, and, is just unable to comprehend, oh, I'm living with another person right now, or another being right now, is great. I love how immediately the cat gets tangled up in the blinds. It's great. The best part, of course, of the entire early sequence is that first night is when the cat climbs into bed with Mitsuki, and Mitsuki gently picks it up, puts it back on the bed, goes back to bed, and the cat jumps back in, and Mitsuki repeats the process, and the cat just jumps back in, and Mitsuki just fucking gives up. This is both the funniest and the cutest Boruto has ever been, and I am in love with this episode. Anyway, back to the main plot of the episode. God, let's go back to the actual plot. So despite the fact that none of the four men the police brought in had the stolen jewel, one of them had rat whiskers on his face, and given the thief's name translates to rat, there's around a 99% chance that he's Nezumi. Actually, he is Nezumi, I was right. It was my first thing, oh, yeah, that's him. And it was him. Anyway, back to more important things. So Mitsuki, realizing he's kind of in this whole cat ownership thing for the long haul, goes to the store and buys a bunch of cat supplies and collars and litter and all kinds of things. But when he gets home, the cat's gone! And so he's looking all over the place and he's super worried, including a fucking toilet in the funniest shot of that scene. But he eventually finds it chilling out under his pillow. And Mitsuki's face, when he sees the cat, and he finally finds his cat, is the best thing. I love it. It's my favorite fucking Mitsuki face. This episode has so many good Mitsuki faces, by the way. This is definitely the happiest and most pure one, but there are some other, his look of utter heartbreak at the hospital, and he realizes the hospital can't treat cats. Oh my god, I wept. That fucking, he was so, eyes wide, oh my god, I can't believe this. Mitsuki has grown up so much. Mitsuki has grown up so much when we first met him, and I love this boy. I love this boy, Mitsuki. Also, the cat does get a name, Mikazuki, which is just, the crescent moon, because Mitsuki was looking at the crescent moon and was like, oh, that's your name now. Also, the way Nezumi got away with it, we kind of can figure out as soon as Nezumi starts tailing Mitsuki, is that he made Mikazuki eat the jewel. But yeah, anyway, back to the hospital. So Nezumi's been tailing Mitsuki, and he kidnaps Mikazuki, and tries to run away to get the jewel back. But Team 7 catches him. The only important thing in all of this is the face Mitsuki makes when he sees that Nezumi is about to cut open his child. Is pure rage, and he just reaches over there in a second and grabs the cat and dashes. This review is very quickly just turning into a list of good and pure Mitsuki faces, but they're all so good, okay? And what I especially love about all this is, just like me, Mitsuki gives zero fucks about what's supposed to be the main plot of this episode. He could not care less about Nezumi, and honestly, who could? Nezumi is not important. Mikazuki is the only important thing in this episode. But Mikazuki ends up... So Mitsuki takes Mikazuki to the hospital, And he's all healed, or to the vet, and he's all healed up, and they're like in that the little like park area, one of the many little park areas in this village, which is honestly just a minor tangent here. It's actually one of the really great things about this franchise as a whole. At this point, we can we see Mitsuki in what might normally in another show be just some random park, but we recognize this random park. We've lived in this village for so many years. We recognize this random park is distinct from another random park. And that's something really great about this show. That's a tangent. That's the most substantive thing that will be in this video. Don't you worry. This is not a substantive review. This is just me gushing. But anyway, so Mikazuki ends up going back to live with its mother once it's healed, and that is just not fair. Life is not fair, and you learned that hard this week, okay? Life does not end well. But it does actually, because Mikazuki comes back in the end, and he has kind of he can come and go as he pleases with Mitsuki, which is great and wonderful and pure, and that ends the most wonderful, great, and pure episode in all of the Naruto franchise. This episode was great, we didn't deserve it, and if you didn't like it, then you're a monster. That's my review. Next time, Mitsuki pays his parents a visit, because he's having feelings and dreams again. I'm gonna leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed this wonderful episode as much as I did, and this video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like, or subscribe, or, adopt a cat. Do what makes you happy. And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!